And we are underway. It's Sandra Romph versus Estelle Jacot. And we're underway. It's Sandra Romph and Maureen Pohl placing. Yeah! And we're underway. It's Sandra Romph of Germany facing Maureen Pohl of France, and Sandra Romph has jumped ahead on the Bonzini table 1-0 as we get this Women's World Cup final underway. Sandra Romph playing on the French table, and Maureen Pohl, outstanding Bonzini player. Sandra, not a lot of experience on the Bonzini. Sandra's best table, of course, being a German, is the tech ball. And Maureen Pohl now with a chance to even it up at 1 as we get this Women's World Cup final underway, the first ever Women's World Cup final. Of course, in previous years, in fact, the only other World Cup held in 2006 in Hamburg, Germany, the men and women were combined. There were 3 women on each team. But now they've separated it. It's all men's teams. It's all women's teams. We'll have, of course, all the excitement of Men's World Cup coming up a little later on. We'll have the United States versus Austria in the semifinal, and then, of course, the World Cup final a little later on. And Maureen Pohl is on the scoreboard. It's now 1-1. Jim Stevens, Ezekiel, Iceman Moore, Mark Winker, and Amy Eckhart here to cover this exciting event in beautiful Nantes, France. It's 1-1 here in this opening game. We'll also have Catherine Matsushita facing Estelle Jacot in the singles format. And Maureen Pohl now with a chance to take the lead. Shot to the near side, blocked and taken away by Romph. Sandra, the world champion on the Roberto Sport table, also the runner-up, second place finisher on the Garlando table at the World Championship Series events held in 2008. Maureen Pohl, former world champion on Bonzini, and again able to find that hole to the far side. It's 2-1. Games are played to 5. We'll start off on the Bonzini table with a game to 5, then move over to a game to 5 points on the tech ball table. The third game, of course, is 2 points. Traded off on both tables until they reach 4-4, and then it's 1 ball at a time. The very exciting World Cup format that we've really grown to love. Sandra Romph using a front pin, normally a snake shooter on the other table. It's difficult to shoot the snake shot, although not impossible. We saw Tony Sprademan shoot it very well yesterday against France in that exciting quarterfinal. And you'll see other players, Frank Mahi among others, shooting the snake shot, the rollover on the Bonzini table. But Sandra going with the standard European-style front pin, as does this lady right here, Maureen Pohl. She leads 2-1 here in game 1. And there's Sandra to block it and take it away. Good-sized crowd here watching this first ever Women's World Cup final. Maureen Pohl. A shot down the middle. Grabbed on the 5-row, the passing rod of Sandra Romph. She quickly advances it to her shooting rod. That's that 3-man rod. And now putting it up into front pin position. Tried to angle it between the defense of Maureen Pohl. Sent it wide of the goal, and Maureen there to grab the rebound. France versus Germany. And Sandra Romph steals it away. And she's going to go ahead and use a timeout. It's 2-1 in favor of Marienpol, just opening things up in the Women's World Cup final. Catherine Matsushita and Estelle Jacot have gotten underway on the other end of the finals area. There are 3 singles matches, 3 doubles matches. The first team to win 4 would be crowned as the 2009 ITSF World Cup champions in the women's category. Sandra Roth puts the ball back into play. Sandra dancing back and forth and then stroking it to the near side. Cut that one back between the defensive men of Marienpol. It's now 2-2. Marienpol now looks to regain the lead. Shot attempt blocked by Rumpf. Sandra very fast, but not fast enough to block this one, and Pol has surged ahead 3-2 here in game 1. And of course, always so vital to win the games that are held on your home table. Sandra chips it up, can't hold onto it, and Pol able to grab it in the goal area. Beautiful pass along that outside wall by Marienpol. She'll set it up with an opportunity to move within 1 goal of a first game victory. As she sets it up on that far side of the goal, works it towards the middle. And I believe we have a time call. Yes, time is called. Marienpol took too much time on that possession. And the ball is given to Sandra Rompf on her 5-row. Sandra chips it up beautifully. Opportunity here for Sandra to tie it up at 3 here in game 1. Can't connect on that effort. It rolls to the 5-rod of Pol. Marien again with a chance to take a 4-2 lead. Shot attempt to the far side, blocked by Rompf. Comes back to Pol. Another shot attempt, and there's Rompf defensively to make the stop. So Sandra doing a good job on the Bonzini table, a table she really is not that familiar with. Although, again, as we've talked about throughout the week, the Germans do have training centers that feature all 5 tables set up, available to practice on. And the Germans have certainly come prepared to this event. And Rompf turning it over again to Pol. Marienpol will step away and call timeout. Referees Bruce Nardotti and John Zoller, both from the United States. Marienpol discussing things with her teammates and her coach. That's Vincent Mossa. And we will now resume play with possession of the ball on the 3-rod of Marienpol. She leads 3-2 here in this first game of this opening set on the Bonzini table. And Pole putting it back into play. Shot attempt to that near side, blocked by Ronf. Comes back to Marine Pole of France. And she fires it down the middle. It's 4-2. So it looks as though Marine Pole will hold serve on her home table. Sandra Ronf now with a chance to move back within one goal if she can. Shot attempt banked off that outside wall after the block by Pole. Quick clearing effort, stabbed on goal by Sandra Ronf and eventually rebounded by Marine Pole. Marine now possession in the goal area. Shot down the middle with the left hand on goal, and Marine Pole now with a chance to close out game number 1. And she does. So Marine Pole wins the opening game on her home table, the Bonzini. Let's move on over to Tech Ball. And here we go. Now we're back on Sandra Ronf's home table. And Sandra turns the ball over to the 3-rod of Marine Pole. And Pole will take her time. Shot attempt. Quick pull kick on goal. Rebounds all the way down the table where it's grabbed by Ronf. Sandra from snake shot position. And fires it to that far side. That's her strength. She can really hammer that ball to the far corner. It's important also, though, to hit that straight to open up those corners, near side or far side. Marine Pole has an answer. It's 1-1. Marine Pole, of course, primarily a Bonzini player. Oftentimes, transitioning to other tables for Bonzini players can be difficult. But a nice shot there by Pole, but back comes Ronf. Sandra will once again set it up in snake shot position. And she strokes that one into the goal. It's 2-1. Pole coming back, passing it from her 5 to her 3-rod, setting it up on the far side of the goal. The Tech Ball table is a very good pin shooting table, so perhaps Marine Pole will adapt, or has adapted fairly well to it. Well, the shot here blocked away. Sandra Ronf able to snag it on her 5-row. Quickly along that inner wall, Ronf will set it up looking for a 3-1 lead. It is 1-0 in favor of France's Marine Pole. Meanwhile, in the other match, Catherine Matsushita won the opening game on the Bonzini table against the great Estelle Jacot, multi-time world champion on Bonzini. So a bit of a shocker there, and now Catherine Matsushita, who is an outstanding Tech Ball table, player, will have a chance to close out Estelle on her own table. So that's looking good for Germany. And things looking pretty good for Germany here as well, at least on the Tech Ball table. It's now 3-1 in favor of Sandra Ronf. Sandra shot down the middle on goal, hooks it forward, 5-rod to 3-rod, a chance to go ahead 4-1 here for Ronf, who is really showcasing her outstanding Tech Ball skills in this game. Shot to the far side, blocked and taken away by Marine Pole. Marian Pohl, possession in the goal area, knocks it off that back wall, sets it up in front pin position. Marian will attempt to pull back within one goal. She trails 3-1 here in the second game, and she does, finding a hole down the middle. So Marian Pohl playing well on tech ball. It's 3-2 in favor of Romph. Sandra with an opportunity to regain that 2-goal lead. Romph strokes it to the near side. It's 4-2. Looks like we will be going to a third game. Of course, that's a mixed table game. Of course, Marian Pohl still with an opportunity to close out Romph here if she can, but she turns it over to Romph on the 5. Sandra into the goal with that 5-row, so game number 2 goes to Sandra Romph. It is 1 game apiece as we now go to the mixed table third game. It's 2 points on Bonzini, then 2 on tech ball, and so on until we get to 4-4. Then 1 ball at a time until someone wins by 2.
It's like you're playing one.
So back over to Bonzini we go.
Still just no matter how long it takes. 10 seconds.
So back over to the Bonzini table we go. We get the third and final game underway, starting off with 2 balls on Bonzini and Marian Pohl with a first scoring opportunity. Marian's shot attempt blocked by Sandra Romph, comes back to Pohl. Marian once again. Taking a lot of time, shot attempt blocked. Romph cannot hold it in her goal area. It comes back to Pohl. And Sandra takes it away. And gives it right back. Pohl looks for the lead. And again, Sandra Romph doing a good job defensively. And a result from over on the other side of the finals area. Germany has surged ahead 1-0 in sets as Katrin Matsushita has defeated Estelle Jacques in 2 straight games. Meanwhile, Marian Pohl getting fired up as she opens up the scoring here in this third game. It's 1-0. So Germany has won the first set. A chance here for Sandra Romph to steal one on Bonzini if she can. Sandra. Shot attempt, nice effort, but blocked and taken away by Pohl. Marian Pohl now with her opportunity to take a 1-0 lead. Again, Romph for the block, and again keeping it out of the goal and holding in her area. Still no score here in game 3. Sandra Romph able to advance it from the goal area to the 5-rod. Pass attempt stolen back by Maureen Pohl. Still no score here in game 3. Ron with another opportunity to crack through first. Sandra's shot attempt blocked and taken away by Pohl. Shot down the middle, and Sandra Romp continuing to do a good job defensively, and she's able to grab the rebound on her 3-rod. Fans on the effort, gets it back. Clock is running. She'll quickly have to use a timeout. Sandra Romp has possession of the ball on her 3-rod as she puts it back into play. Romp shot attempt blocked by Pohl. So this third game has been underway for quite a while, and still neither lady has been able to break through. Another opportunity here for Romp. Sandra shot attempt taken away by Pohl. Set to nothing. You need first out of 3 sets will be crowned as the 2009 Women's World Cup champions. Pohl can only hold off this great French Bonzini player for so long. But again, Sandra Romp there defensively. That one angled into the goal by Romp. So finally, after about 10 minutes, Sandra Romp finds the back of the goal. And we move back over to the tech ball table, tied up at 1. 1-1. Pohl did score first on the Bonzini table, then Sandra Romp finally able to find the hole. Shot attempt blocked and taken away by Romph. Sandra was able to steal one on Bonzini. Now moves back to tech ball. And this is a big, big set for the French. Maureen Pohl able to steal it away. Maureen needs at least one of these on this table, ideally. Now with a chance to go up 2-1. Sandra strokes it to that far side. So Sandra Romph gets the first point on tech ball. She leads 2-1. Can't connect. Quick clearing effort by Romph with the left hand. And Maureen now with possession top of your TV screen in that goal area. Quick shot attempt blocked by Romph. Comes back to Pohl. Quickly advances. Quick shot attempt blocked away. Maureen Pohl fortunate to get it back. She'll have another chance now to tie it up at 2 here in this all-important third game. Katrin Matsushita has already defeated Estelle Jacquot, and Maureen Pohl steals one on tech ball. It's 2-2, and back to Bonzini we go. Sandra Romph will put the ball into play. Block back towards the goal. Sandra uses her left hand to hold it in her goal area. She'll now move back into offensive position. Slices it towards the goal, blocked by Maureen Pohl. Romph shot just wide of the goal. Rebound bounced off that back wall all the way back down the table to Sandra. 2-2 here in the third game. Pohl able to grab it on her 5. Points tough to come by here in this third game. Nice steal by Romph. Sandra looking to get at least one here on Bonzini if she can, but she turns it over to Maureen Pohl. Ball, she's there to grab the rebound. The third and final women's singles match has started down at the other end of Alzaria. Tassamania Kiraglu and Cinderella Poitvan. Kiraglu from Germany, Poitvan from France. And remember, Germany leads 1-0 in sets. Nice pass by Pole to her 3-rod. Mari now will search for the lead from pin shot position. And again, Sandra Rompf, who has been spectacular defensively, particularly on the Bonzini table, where Maureen Pole can be so tough. But Sandra with very quick hands, very smart player defensively. And she rattles this one into the goal. That's a big point there. Sandra Rompf has gotten the first one on Bonzini. She leads 3-2, which means she'll head back over to tech ball here momentarily with a chance to close out this second set of the singles portion of this Women's World Cup final. Maureen Pole really needs this one. Maureen Pole. Shot attempt blocked by Rompf. Rolls to the 5 of Sandra. And a warning from John Zoller. Or I believe Maureen Pole said something. And the ball given to Sandra Rompf on the 5 row. And Sandra Rompf with possession of the ball on her 3 row will call timeout.
Mais bien sûr que je l'ai la gagne, mais je vais la voler, c'est pas ça le souci. C'est qu'il faut que je fixe, mais de l'autre côté quand je fixe, là, je compte 10 minutes 15. And I have to.
Sandra Rompf has possession of the ball on her 3 row, an opportunity to go ahead 4-2 and then move back to the tech ball table with quite possibly the need for only one more goal to win this set. But we'll see what happens.
Il est encore mauvais ce mec.
Excuse me, my English is not so good.
Okay, let's go.
Sandra Rompf will touch 2 men, putting the ball back into play. Leading 3-2 here in the 3rd and final game. Shot attempt into the goal. So Sandra Rompf leading 4-2, and we are heading back over to her home table. Here we go, back over to tech ball. Maureen Pole must score both of these points on the tech ball table. She'll have an opportunity to get the first one right here. Shot attempt wide of the goal, angles all the way down the table, eventually lands on the 5 almost of Maureen Pole, and eventually does land on her 2 row. And angled into the goal with a left hand. That's a huge shot right there. Maureen Pole gets the first on the tech ball table. Remember, it is set point for Germany's Sandra Rompf.
She thought she had 5, and I didn't know why she was shaking my head. I was thinking, I was looking at you like, in my jacket. I think it's in my jacket behind the counter. I'm pretty sure it's in there. Yeah.
Let's play, guys.
And here we go. Leading 4-3 here in the 3rd game. She has a set point. She has the ball. Sandra Rompf now with an opportunity to win this set. Setting it up in snake shot position, Germany's Sandra Romph. Shot attempt blocked by Pole, and Maureen able to grab it on her 5-row, so she stays alive. Big sigh of relief from this predominantly French crowd. And if she can score this one, we then go, of course, into that one ball at a time format, which is so exciting. Sandra Romph hoping she doesn't have to play anymore after this ball. But Maureen Pole's not going to go down easy. Romph shot. Sandra able to grab it on her 5-row, moving into the forward position now, looking to advance it 5-bar to 3-bar. Romph for the win. And she strokes it home. Sandra Romph has defeated Maureen Pole, and Germany has won the first 2 sets. They lead 2-0. They need only 2 more to win the inaugural Women's World Cup title. It is 1-0. Favor of the French, and of course they're down 2-0. It's now 2-0 here on the Bonzini table. This is a very, very good Bonzini team. Of course, then when we go back to tech ball, you'll see just how good Matsushita and Jakob are on that table. Here's Katrin Matsushita. Setting it up, shot attempt blocked away, comes back to Anaïs Noël. Anaïs representing France, her first opportunity to compete here today in this Women's World Cup final. Natalie Jakob, one of the great tech ball tables in the players in the world, now competing on this Bonzini table in this Women's World Cup final. Matsushita now, possession of the ball on her 3-row. Katrin, shot attempt blocked by Noël, comes back to Matsushita. Katrin once again. Taking her time. Shot down the middle into the goal. It's now 2-1. So the French leading 2-1 here in this first round of doubles play in the Women's World Cup. Maureen Pole, possession on her 5-row. Germany is leading 2-0, and there is a singles set still going on between Asamania Kiraglau and Cinderella Poitvin. And that one rattles into the goal. It's now 3-1 in favor of the French ladies. Katrin Matsushita. Anaïs Noël. Anaïs, a former world champion on the Bonzini table. We really have the best lady Bonzini players, the best tech ball players as well going at it in this final. And it's now 4-1, so just as expected, this great French ladies team has come out and gotten 4 of the first 5. Natalie Jakob now moving into the forward position. This team is very versatile. We'll see how they choose to go. I believe Jakob will play the forward position when they go to the tech ball table, but we'll see here momentarily. Natalie shot to the near side. Again blocked. Comes back to her, and she'll step away and call timeout. Here we go. Natalie Jakob puts the ball into play. Shot attempt blocked by Noel, and Jakob again in possession on her 5-row. Shot on goal. So Jakob has come out aggressive, has yet to penetrate the defense of Anais Noel. Shot on goal. And Jakob again. Natalie finds that hole down the middle. It's now 4-2. Jakob looks pretty good in that forward position on the Bonzini table. Interesting that they had Matsushita starting at forward. But here's Maureen Pohl with a chance to close out this opening game. And she does. Maureen Pohl and Anais Noel win the opening game of this first doubles set. And we'll move back over to the tech ball table. When we get a win on another table, Iceman, can you hear me, Ice? See if we can get the reaction when we get a win on the other table. So here we go, heading over to the tech ball table with France leading 1-0, but it is 3-0 now as Germany sweeps the singles side. Asamania Kiraglo defeated Cinderella Poitvin in that singles set that was just completed, and Germany in complete control over France. That one knocked into the goal. Jakob and Matsushita back on their home table, a table they are both very, very good on, and you'll see it here. And Maureen Pohl and Ais Noel now have tied it up at 1. Jakob coming right back. It's 1-1 here in this second game on the tech ball table, and Notley able to find that hole to the near side. This German team loaded with great multi-table players, and we talked about it on several occasions about the training centers in Germany. So all of these players have trained on each of the 5 tables. And that one banked off the outside wall into the goal by Matsushita, and it's 3-1. So it looks as though we're going to be shortly here tied up at a set apiece. And it's taken away by Pohl. And Pohl able to find that hole to the far side. It's 3-2. Natalie Jakob looking to answer. Shot attempt. Wide, rebounded by Noel. Bank attempt by Matsushita, who really is a good shooting goalie back there. Beautiful pass by Matsushita to Jakob. Natalie fires it deep to that far corner. It's 4-2. Beautiful shot by Jakob. And that one banked off the outside wall into the goal. So we're all tied up at 1 game apiece. And we'll head over to Bonzini for 2 balls. Remember, it's 3-0 in favor of the Germans. If they win this set right here, they will be crowned as the 2009 Women's World Cup champions. So here we go on the Bonzini table, opening up the 3rd game. And remember, it is possible that the Germans could win the World Cup with a win right here in this 3rd and final game. That one stabbed towards the goal. And France scores first. Rather, Germany scores first. It's 1-0. The Germans steal one just like that. Natalie Jakob has moved into that forward position and really provided a lot of offensive firepower, hitting several shots deep into the hole. The tech ball, and it's only time, folks. And here we go on the tech ball table. Maureen Pohl able to pass it through. She'll set it up, looking to move back within one. Big shot here. And Sunday at the World Cup table soccer. Two 2-0 here in the third game. Banked off that inside wall. The Germans had scored the first two on the Bonzini table. Here we are on their home table. And a beautiful pass by Matsushita to Jakob. Natalie taking her time and will call timeout.
Konzentriere dich nur auf den Schuss, der ist eigentlich fast immer auf. Nur auf den Schuss und rein.
Jakob eats Noel, and Noel with a block, taking the ball away. The French really need to get both of these goals on this table. Minimum of one. And Jakob gathers in this rebound, sets it up, looking for a 3-0 lead. Shot attempt wide of the goal, zigzags right back on goal, blocked and retrieved by Matsushita. Had a chance to watch Katrin Matsushita earlier in 2008 in Ottweiler, Germany on a tech ball table at the German Tech Ball Open, win both singles and doubles. Natalie Jakob, well decorated as well on both the tech ball and Limacher tables. And a big shot here once again for Maureen Pohl. Shot blocked and taken away by Matsushita. And Jakob again. Natalie. Stokes it to the near side. It's 3-0. Germany in complete control. What a performance from the German ladies here in this World Cup final. They won all 3 single sets. They're leading 3-1 here in the third and final game of this opening double set. And if they win this one, they'll be crowned as the champions. Maureen Pohl hoping to put off the celebration just a little bit and get something going offensively here. And first she's going to step away and call timeout. Here we go. Shot attempt blocked away, bounces off that back wall, and Natalie Jakob now in possession with a chance to send Germany within 1 goal of the title. Jakob. Shot to the near side, blocked away, stabbed towards the goal by Natalie's 5-row, and eventually grabbed by Maureen Pohl, who has moved back in there into defensive position. And Natalie able to grab it on her 5-row. She can't connect on the pass. And Pohl with a huge shot from goal. We head back over to the Bonzini table. It's now 3-1 in favor of the Germans. So the French really need both of these. Jakob with possession on the 5-row as we get the second Bonzini segment underway, and Maureen Pohl able to pick it up on the 3-row, looking to pull her team back within 1 goal if she can, and they're back on their home table. If they can get both of these, it'll be 3-3. They'll still need to steal at least 1 over on the tech ball table, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. The Germans scored both of the goals on the Bonzini table in the first segment.
Warning.
And the ball turned over by Pohl to Jakob. Natalie can't hold on to that pass. German crowd. There's a pretty good portion of this crowd that is from Germany, just ready to explode. German men did not do well in the World Cup. A bit disappointed in that effort, and they hope that the women can hope to redeem. And Maureen Pohl, Anaïs Noël have pulled back within 1. It's now 3-2. Shot by Jakob, blocked and taken away by Noel. Marine Pole. Looking for a 3-3 tie. And she finds it. Stroking it to the near side. France right back in it. But Katrin Matsushita, Natalie Jakob return to the tech ball table. If they can get both of these, they'll win the set, and Germany will win the World Cup. Here we go. Jakob can't connect. Here's Matsushita in possession of the ball in the goal area. Fires that one on goal. Rebounded by Noel. Anais will set it up in front pin position. And the ball rolls to a stop. It'll be returned to her. So Anais Noel will put the ball back into play. Anais Noel puts the ball back into play, almost turns it over, fortunate to get it back. And again, Jakob, a little overzealous defensively, had a couple chances to grab it and finally does. Natalie now looking to pull her team within one goal of the World Cup title. Natalie Jakob strokes it to the far side. It is World Cup championship point for Team Germany. Back comes Marine Pole. Huge shot right here for France. Marine working the far side of the goal. Shot attempt blocked in, taken away by Matsushita. Katrin banks it off that outside wall, knocked down and taken away by Pole. A must point, of course, for Team France. And she's going to call timeout. Marine Pole puts the ball back into play. Looking to tie it up at 4 here in the third game. It is championship point for the Germans. Shot attempt blocked and rolls away, stabbed forward and grabbed by Natalie Jakob. A chance here for Natalie Jakob to give Germany the championship. The first Women's World Cup title is on the line. Natalie Jakob's shot attempt wide of the goal comes back to her. Again, Jakob fires it to the far side. Natalie Jakob, Katrin Matsushita defeat Maureen Pohl, Anais Noel, and Germany has won the first ever Women's World Cup Championship in a tremendous performance. 4 straight sets over the home team, France. Team Deutschland is the 2009 Women's World Cup champion.
Bien joué.